Okay, moving on to number 5, to which we are entering the halfway zone, or can I say the middle of the list. We have A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge from 1985. The darkest entry of the entire franchise, as well the most obscure, in my opinion. Did had some bizarre controversies, but also reminds me of the films The Incubus and I Was a Teenage Werewolf in regards to what Freddy was doing with our main character. Cause, wow. I mean, the score, the storyline, it's a wild one, but still a fun watch nonetheless. Some of it I found hokey the first time I saw Matt, but a fine introduction to watching The Nightmare on Elm Street as a 15-year-old. And at number 6, we got Return of the Blind Dead from 1972, but in the US, it was retitled as The Return of the Evil Dead, before The Evil Dead even was made in 1981. This sequel to Tombs of the Blind Dead has a lot more than the first film, to which we see the festival getting crashed by the Templar Knights as a group of folks fight for their lives, a la George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. The gore is more shocking, yet still enjoyed this entry, in my opinion. Has still a guilty pleasure of mine, with some weird moments throughout, as Sybil Danning's character is one of my favorite film villainesses. Alrighty, moving at number 8, we've got Species 2 from 1998. It's a decent watch. As for this time, it gets wild when a male astronaut becomes mutated and mating season starts, as an alien clone is still being called to, and whew, freaked me out as a child when I first saw Species 2. Even though I still dig the first film the best in my opinion. The second is still a decent watch, as I will say. And now we're at the low at number 9 with Earthmaster 2, Evil Never Dies from 1999. Again, it's a guilty pleasure of a sequel, to which Andrew DeFop returns at the gin as he grants everybody's wishes, and they turn out horrendous. I mean, enough said on that. Still a guilty pleasure, with some crazy happenings when people should be careful for what they wish for when the gin's around. And it's a made-to-video sequel, of course. And then, going at number 10, we have Jaws 2 from 1978. It's a decent sequel, to which Roy Scheider once again battles another shark on the beach. Plus, John Williams does the score to it as well. Haven't seen it in forever, but can remember liking the entire Jaws franchise as a kid. And it's not a bad sequel in my opinion, but it's not one of my favorites in general. And finally, reaching at number 11, the bottom of the list, or the lowest, we have It Lives Again, also from 1978. Larry Cullen continues the carnage saga of killer mutant babies newly born and running loose, as this time 3 more are born, and abortion laws in. But I do remember parts of it when I first saw it on Turner Classic Movies. Again, this sequel best explained what next when it came to that final line in It's Alive. Enough said on that for now, because we have just reached the conclusion of this month's ranking in Franchise Frenzy. That is all I have with the part 2s to share and discuss. Yet, stay tuned for next month when you thought 2 was good enough. Well, things had just gotten even more fascinating when there's 3's company. Joe the Horror Man, who is still hosting this year-long video challenge. If you enjoy all what I have to say and rank, well, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall be checking out your personal rankings with part 2. Until then, Cinematic Otaku Chris signing off for now, but shall return for the next one soon.